Hi, and welcome back to Temple Baptist Church Online Devotion. I'm glad that you're with me today. I'm continuing my study in love, which I will do over the course of this month. And today I'm in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 2. This is entitled Walk in Love. And so this is an action for you to carry out. Paul writes here to the church in Ephesus, beginning in verse 5, "Therefore, be imitators of God as dear children, and walk in love, as Christ also has loved us and given himself for us, an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet-smelling aroma." And so we see there that we're at the point, this is post crucifixion. And Jesus had given himself upon the cross. We see that, and we know that not only did Jesus go to the cross and die upon the cross, we know that Jesus was buried, and then we know 3 days later Jesus rose from death into life. And the Bible tells us that Jesus was with men for about 40 days, and at that particular point, then he ascended into heaven where he sits at the right hand of the Father. And Paul is saying to the church in Ephesus, a church that he helped to start, a church that he helped to found. He's saying to this group of people that he has a deep love for. Listen, God's desire for you is to be imitators of him. And if you're his children, you will imitate him and you will walk in love. The first imitation that we have as children of God, as those that have been saved by Jesus Christ and been filled with his Holy Spirit, is to have God's love at work in our life, but not only at work in us to change us, to make us more like Christ, but at work through us that we may walk in that love. Paul wrote to the church in Galatia, and we see this over in chapter 5, verse 22 of Galatians. Paul says the fruit of the Spirit, what the Spirit produces within the believer's heart and life, is a characteristic of Jesus Christ. That's a fruit. And that number one fruit is love. So just as Christ has loved us, gave himself for us as an offering and a sacrifice to God, we are to walk in that kind of sacrificial love, that we have compassion for others, being willing to give of ourselves that they may benefit from the standpoint of being drawn into a deeper relationship with God the Father. It's not that we give of ourselves so that they can make more money. It's not that we give of ourselves so that they could have their physical needs taken care of, but we give of ourselves to have compassion upon them, to find ways to help them to hear the gospel, to know of the sacrifice of Christ, to be able to come to faith in him and establish a relationship with God the Father through that faith, so that they as well can experience the fullness of God's love for them. Be imitators of God as dear children and walk in love. We hope that you've already started your relationship with Jesus Christ, and we trust that if not, you will call us or you will come and visit us here at Temple Baptist. We meet on Sundays at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. We meet on Sunday nights at 6 p.m., Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. We'd love to help you grow in your understanding of God's love, your relationship with Jesus Christ, and how you can experience those things more. God bless you. I hope that you'll like and share our videos so that we may be able to be a blessing to others as well. I'll see you next time.